watched 3 movies before we made this film, and we sat down and analysed 3 films. And the first one was The Graduate, to understand form and structure and content within a frame. The second one was Punch Drunk Love, to understand tone. And the third one was my favourite movie of all time, called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So to have Haskell Wexler speak the way he spoke is the stuff of childhood fantasy come true. But also, what's amazing about Michael Lavelle and all the people involved on Patrick's Day, I don't know how many of you saw it. You lying bastards, how many of you saw it? But we tried to make a film that was, without sounding cliched, about bringing light out of darkness. It's a film about mental health, it's a film about the right to intimacy, it's a film about reaching out for intimacy against the negating factors of a whole bunch of people telling you what you can and cannot fucking do. And if ever there was a time for all of us to do that, and if ever there was a town for us to do that, and if ever there was a movie that is perfectly placed in Woodstock, it's Patrick's Day. So for Michael Lavelle and all of you, thanks very much. It just means we're not going to win Best Film, but fuck that anyway. Again, the kind of films that we watched. Darren Aronofsky, I don't want to be filleting you in the room with all these people here. Especially after the cock blocking in the opening speech. But the kind of cinema that you make and the kind of cinema that this room aspires to, it's extraordinarily humbling to be in the same fucking room as you, much less be picking up another award. Eva Reynolds, who edited the film, one of the most sublime human beings you could ever sit in a room with, a dark room. And anybody who's ever edited anything knows you want to be fucking insane to sit in a dark room with an editor. To have somebody like her win something like this in the company of remarkable people like you, thanks a lot. The first thing is that the $5,000 prize, can we have that in cash because we're fucking broke?
We can get home.
Second thing is, I asked my mother to be in this movie, but she was dead. Don't. She was always a selfish bitch. It doesn't matter. I'm going to hell. She's waiting there for me. A couple of small things. Again, to be in the company of the people we're in, to be in the room with the people we're in the context we're in the time we're in, when there's a whole bunch of people who are trying to do fucking terrible things to us. It's amazing to be among people. Again, I don't want to embarrass people or point them out, but I remember seeing the movie Leon. And anybody who remembers the movie Leon, seeing this young star called Nathalie Portman make your hair stand on the back of your neck and your conscience question multiple things, especially in the director's cut. You're watching stuff where you go, the courage of these artists, the courage of these people, the courage of Darren Aronofsky, the courage... Is Jennifer Connolly here? Or is that just a bullshit scam they pulled? Is she here? She is. Hello, Jennifer Connolly. I did a really dodgy Roger Corman movie with your husband. He was fucking beautiful, but the movie was god-awful. This kind of movie and these kind of films and these kind of contexts, we're broke beyond measure. I got a bank trying to repossess my home. That's not a cheap line, that's literally the truth. We're releasing this movie in Ireland in the same week that I'm in court to have scum step in and repossess our home. The courage of movies is that still, despite all the bullshit, we sit in a room in darkness and believe that magic is possible. And to be among you people in this context at this time is not just a fucking honor, but an inspiration. And I want to introduce you to Tim Palmer and Mo Dunford, our producer and director.
Thank you very much. This is for my little boy Charlie. Thank you very much, Terry McMahon, Tim Palmer, and to all the Patricks out there. There's a hell of a lot of them. Thank you.
Yeah, let's just go and get drunk. Well, what I meant was fucking drunk.